EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Brady now on first down. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
I'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, 24. Big stop. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. 51's Mike. Mike's 51.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, that's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. Still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A pass complete here to Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First down, Bears.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, here's Breida. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Now Brady. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
And the Bears first down.
Wait, that 53, 56. Right here. Watch the slants.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Ravens nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Mark 50, put it down. Switch up.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Watson. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
QB's up. Watch QB's up. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Let's go one more.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score tied 7-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Breida. And he'll he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
First down, Chicago.
Now a play fake. Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. This is Breida. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now it's Breida. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown,
Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Ravens 7. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he goes out right around the 39. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. He's coming. We got double up.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down to Michelle on the screen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Ringer, guys. Fight. 31! Hey, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Watson sacked.
Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
You gonna see me and you're not. He's crashing. He's checking.
From the gun, Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Escaping the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Darian Conley. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Cut. Joker.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. 3 yards remain for second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw is Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Sony Michel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson off play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Brady.
At the Ravens' 19-yard line.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Complete.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short of the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Brady's going to sneak it, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mike 5-9. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They run for it with Breida, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Matt Breida with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Bears 21, Ravens 14. Justin Tucker sets
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They run with Breda. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The tight end Josh Hill was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
And that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Watson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
The game at 21 apiece. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Bernard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
51 the mic, boys. 51.
From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Matt Hawk now, standing just outside his own goal line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. Maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, or maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Bears.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Rolling to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Drop deep, drop deep. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Right here, guys. Fight 50.
He may try and run for this. And now off to the races down the right side. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try with McKinnon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The Bears 2-yard line.
And they will run it with Michelle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check. He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Zane Gonzalez.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I got you, punk.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First down, Chicago.
He'll look to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. One final try now for Brady. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Baltimore, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss.